Hello Aries, welcome to BRBO Tarot. This is your full monthly lunar cycle reading. So I've decided to do a little change this time, and as we all know, this year is all about change. It's the year of the snake. So I've decided to give it a little bit of a different look, and I decided to show my face. Well, this particular month, this lunar cycle, which is starting from the 30th of March to the 27th of April, this lunar cycle is going to be really special. And also because I'm starting a new deck, which is called The Cats Rule the Earth. I've already done unboxing video of this deck. You can check it out, and shout out to my elder sister who have gifted me this beautiful deck. And so starting with this, let me explain you how our spreads is going to be. So I'm planning a full lunar cycle spread, which will be divided into two halves, the waxing phase and the waning phase. And we will also take the past, present and future. And the past will be the past new moon, the present will be the present cycle and also the immediate concern, and the future will be the coming new moon, which will be on 27th of April. So let's see now what we have for you, Aries. And alright, let's start with the cat cards. This is for the sign of Aries for the time period of 30th of March to 27th of March. What do we really need to know about Aries? So I'm just going to do some light shuffle and then we are going to start. Okay, so we're starting with the Empress. Well, that's interesting, and it's also one of the most beautiful card in the deck. So this is for the past energy, or the past, you can say the past new moon. Then we have the Hanged Man, the Death, the Queen of Cups, the King of Swords. Okay, and we are entering in the waning phase. So for the waning gibbous, we have the Seven of Swords, we have the Eight of Swords, and then for the waning crescent, the Four of Cups, and then for the present, the Ace of Cups, and for the present, I'm just going to take this as the new moon and this as the present. Okay, I will show you all of the cards, and we will have a good discussion about them. Okay, well, as I can see, all the cards are here. So the past is the Empress, and I think it's a very beautiful feminine energy, all about fertility, all about the time of spring, something new brimming up, coming up, and also taking care of yourself and pampering yourself. It's all about that. And then moving on, we've got the Hanged Man, which is the crescent of the waxing phase. Probably you're going through this phase around the time of 1st April or so. Someone is really, pulling a prank on you. But I feel this is something really serious here, because the Hangman is all about putting you in a situation where, you find wisdom. Okay? So don't judge really harshly where you are right now. We have also got massive transformation with the Death card, which will be the half or the first quarter moon phase of the cycle. And well, definitely this is the year of the snake, and as I told you, I mean, there's going to be a lot of changes we can feel going around. Okay, then we've also got the Queen of Cups, which is a very beautiful, very protective, very emotional kind of an energy. Probably you're dealing with someone who is a water sign person and could be a more feminine side of the water sign person. All right, and then just around the full moon time, we've got the King of Swords. This could be someone of the air sign that you're dealing with, an Aquarius, a Gemini, or a Libra. We'll see more about it. What is it exactly? And as we enter in the waning phase, we have got the Seven of Swords. So here I think you have to be really protective about yourself and also see who you trust. At the same time, this is about looking back and really relying on your older past, efforts or the lessons that you have learned from the past. Okay, moving on. We've also got the Eight of Swords. So the Eight of Swords is all about, caught up in your head and overthinking. Also about false beliefs, and I think how you are completely blindfolded in your own false beliefs. So that, and I think here you're recognizing what exactly are the things that you need to let go of. And I think you are, because we've also got here the Four of Cups. You are not really happy with what has been offered to you. So it seems like you are really dissatisfied with what is coming your way. Alright, and then as we look at the present and the future, we've got for the present and the overall energy, the Three of Wands, which is all about taking action, and the Ace of Cups, which is all about, love and the feeling of acceptance and fulfillment. Alright, we're going to take clarifications on them and via Rider-Waite, and we will also take some clarifications via Cartomancy. Okay, so let's see. What do we have for you, Aries? The cards, I mean, it looks really interesting. Okay, I'm going to go for them later, not now. But let's see. Let's start with the Empress. What do we need to know about the Empress card? Okay, we've got the Two of Swords. Yeah, I think it looks like some of you are probably dealing with some kind of an internal conflict, or you're having a two-way situation whether you should do this or not do this. And I think it has to do more with self-love, or could be more with a treatment or a medical treatment that you are thinking of. Also, I'm getting some of you are planning to maybe raise a family or to have kids, and if it is that, then you're definitely having an analysis moment with this thought, and you're really trying to understand this, and you're trying to look at it from both the point of views of what exactly that you want. I think, and it's also a very emotionally overwhelming time for you. So, but this had been the past, and let's see now what we have in the coming phases, the waxing phase for the Hanged Man. Okay, what do we need to know for the Hanged Man? The Queen of Swords. Yeah. I think someone here have definitely nudged you in a way where you are now in a position where, you know, um, it's really bothering you. So it could be someone of air sign who have said something to you where now, or a situation, a practical situation have come your way, which have really nudged you in a direction that now you're stuck in this hangman position. And sometimes this is a fight between moral and ethics. Sometimes it's also, digging up philosophy and really understanding to the core of things. And I think the Queen of Swords here is really responsible for this matter, and could be an air sign that you're dealing with. It could be also court-related cases. I'm also sensing that some of you are making really practical decisions, and which have really led you to a moment where you're thinking, or you're stuck in a situation. But I think this is all for the good, because it's going to really help you to elevate yourself spiritually. Okay, moving on to the Death card. Let's just see, what do we need to know about the Death card. And we've got the Four of Swords. Anything else? Because death is huge, so I'm going to take some more cards on this. Any more cards for the Death card? Okay. The Seven of Swords and the Four of Swords. Yeah, I think the Seven of Swords and the Four of Swords. It looks like you're really tired, and it looks like you need a rest. Some of you are really planning to, sneak out of a situation. It could be also that you're thinking of changing places, changing jobs, or you're really looking forward to some kind of a big change. It could be that you're in a situation where you're really tired of the current place, or the current job, or the current partnership, or whatever it is. And I think you're finding your ways to sneak out of it, or you're really planning your ways to make the most out of it, and go forward and change. Okay, let's see now here, the Queen of Cups. Why do we have the Queen of Cups here? What's the Queen of Cups all about? Okay. Then we have the King of Swords and the Seven of Swords and the Eight of Swords and the Four of Cups. Okay, interesting. Alright, we've got the Queen of Wands with the Queen of Cups. Yeah, it seems like a very passionate kind of a person, whoever this is. This person have both of the energies. This person is really passionate. This person is very loving and caring. And I can also sense that the Seven of Swords person is looking back. It could be that for some of you, you're leaving someone behind. You're leaving a person behind. And you're sneaking away from this person's life. Yeah. Okay. And I think this person really got the hint of it, because this person is a water sign. So this person is really highly intuitive, and this person definitely sensed that. Okay. If you're a cross watcher, I'm really sorry to bring that news to you, but yeah, I mean, could be one of the cases. We've also got the Three of Swords underneath. Yeah, I mean, you are definitely heartbroken. You're going through a lot of, spiritual development, I must say, with the Queen of Wands and also with the Five of Wands, although it's a very constructive kind of a spiritual development that is taking place within you. Okay, I'm also sensing this has to do with with a situation where it's going to really help you to develop your inner strength. Okay, and we'll see more if strength comes up in the future or in the future readings or what. But yeah, and I think it also has to do with your inner sensitivity. Okay, you need to honor this sensitivity. All right. Okay. Yeah. I'm also sensing that some of you are going through a very chaotic moment right now, and this is a very emotionally chaotic moment as well. It is related to heart, definitely. It is related to emotions. It is related to love, and it is related to change. But yeah, it's not easy. We've got temperance here. Yeah, it's about balancing. I think this is a moment which is right after the death where you find a right balance in the world. Okay, and you need to find that emotional balance as well, and really really ask yourself why you're here. Okay, so ponder on your thoughts, meditate, try to understand, and focus on the new beginnings. Okay, because something new is definitely going to come out of this death, and it's going to be, and it's as the temperance comes out, it's going to be something worthy of your attention. Okay, could be also that you're dealing with a Sagittarius energy because temperance is a Sagittarius, so look out for it. Moving on towards the King of Swords, because you've got the Queen of Swords also, Queen of Wands also in temperance, so definitely a Sagittarius or a Sagittarius trait. King of Swords. For the King of Swords, we have got the Knight of Pentacles and also the Six of Pentacles. Yeah, things seems very financially slow. It could be that you're making really practical decisions about business, or you're making really practical financial decisions, and you do want to make some investment plans. You do want to, do some really good deals, but you're taking things slower. You're not really rushing things, and I think it's a good thing. Although you're having these, you're finding yourself mentally really confident and strong about what deals you need to do. Could be also that things are moving slow, that you probably have investment plans ready, or you do want to invest in something, but it's just things in general overall are moving slow. Okay, could be also that you're dealing with maybe someone of a young air sign person, could be a Taurus, a Capricorn, or a Virgo. Okay, and we have here the King of Swords. So King of Swords is generally an air sign person, a Gemini, a Libra, or an Aquarius, and that too an aged one, not really a young one, but could be that. And I think it does indicate more towards an older kind of a person, because you've got the pentacles, the Knight of Pentacles, which is the more mature pentacle, the mature knight. Okay, moving on towards the Seven of Swords here. Now we've already got the Seven of Swords in the waxing phase for the death, but let's see here what does it stand for the waning phase. Waning phase is all about letting go. Waxing phase is all about manifesting what you want. And what I'm getting here is that in the waxing phase, towards, as we see the first half circle of the lunar cycle, it looks like there are a lot of ideas in your mind. Okay, and you're going through a lot of mental conflict or mental here and there, and you've got a lot of choices to focus at, and you're going to go through definitely some kind of a mental change, because you've got the hangman and also the death. So your beliefs could be challenged, and but at the same time it could be something very positive, or it could be happening in a very positive manner. Alright, let's see now what we have for the Seven of Swords. And as I was saying, the strength may come out, and the strength did come out for the Seven of Swords, and also for the Ten of Cups, which is quite a beautiful energies altogether for the Seven of Swords card here. Okay, I'm sensing that you could be dealing with someone who have really hurt you, or it could be someone from the past who is probably coming back, or you might have to leave someone and go, or make a choice. And I think that could be a very hard thing to do. So here the strength is really asking you to have strength in the situation, and also to control your emotional or overly emotional state. Okay, at the same time, we've got the Ten of Cups, which is all about fulfillment. So I think here the spirits are asking you to focus on your fulfillment and focus on your family. That way you will heal faster. Okay. Alright, I have a feeling that the Aries do realize what you have to let go of for this waning phase. Looking at the Eight of Swords now. The Star, yeah. There is hope, definitely. There is hope. Also, it's the card of meditation, it's the card of concentration and focus and understanding. So I have a feeling that although you're going through this really, really mental, conflict, or, mental, you can say false belief, I think here the spirits are also asking you to have hope. If it is a belief that you really strongly, strongly believe, then have hope. I really do believe in it. Okay? And if not, if it is something that you think will vanish with time, so then the spirits are asking you to really look deeper inside and meditate and try to find out what exactly that you want. Okay? So it's kind of a transformation from the Eight of Swords to the more meditative Star card. Okay. Going on towards the Four of Cups. Let's see what we have for the Four of Cups. And we've got the Hermit and the King of Wands. Interesting. Yeah. I think some of you are really in a deep contemplating stage where you are not really looking for anything serious, although there is an offer at hand, which is the King of Wands, and we've earlier had a Queen of Wands. So we have a Sagittarius person interested in you, and I think this really does confirm that there is a pairing, or someone is really interested in someone. But I think Aries, you are not really interested in this union, because you really have to do some self-work, and you really have to internally go through a lot of things. So you're putting this on a back burner, and I think this, on the other hand, could also represent your energy, because this is King of Wands and you are Aries, the fire sign, the king. So here I think it's you as a person, and I think you are going through some really deep, deep kind of a thinking and analysis, as we've also got the Hangman. So this could be happening definitely. Hence, you're not interested in what is coming your way, be it love relationship, be it some kind of a romantic relationship. Okay, moving on. Then we've got the Ace of Cups and also the Three of Wands. Let's see what we have for the Ace of Cups, and then we will move on towards the Three of Wands. Okay, we've got the Hierophant for the Ace of Cups, which is quite an interesting card. It really points towards arranged marriage for many of you. And I'm also sensing some kind of a very grounding, traditional, traditional effect here. Okay. We've also got the Three of Swords and the Eight of Cups for the Ace of Cups and for the Hierophant. Okay. Now this is very interesting because I think some of you are walking away from love because it could be a very traditional and conservative mindset, okay? And so you've made the choice, and I think you are going through a very painful situation. Could be that some of you had to leave this relationship, and I have a feeling something really interesting is coming back to fill this up. Okay, because we have here the Eight of Cups, and as we get, an Ace of Cups with the Eight of Cups, it makes the Nine of Cups, which is the wish fulfillment card. So your wish is going to be definitely fulfilled. It's just you need to learn to look at the bright side of things, okay? Moving on towards the Three of Wands. I'm going to keep this here. Alright, so we've got the Hangman for the Three of Wands again. So, and I got the Nine of Cups in the below card also. I think your wish fulfillment will naturally occur exactly at the moment when you realize what was the initial condition that led you here. Okay? Sorry, the Hangman. Yeah? And the Three of Wands here is all about action and taking an action towards something. So taking an action towards your passion, towards your belief, travel for some of you, it could be that also. But whatever be, I think you're going to have an experience which will be, bringing out the best in you and really, helping you to nurture your wisdom. All right. So, we're going to just close the reading with a universal message and then we are done. So, overall, it's a very, very interesting reading. Okay, so I'm going to leave the past, present, and future cards out, and I'm going to keep all of the other cards. So, these are all the Rider-Waite. Okay, these are all the Cat cards, yeah. Okay. So, okay. Okay, so the past, the present, and also the future, which is the Ace of Cups. Okay. I think some of you are going to make a travel, which or you're going to be, you're going to go this summer to a place where you'll find love, or you'll find a very emotionally fulfilling situation coming up to you. Okay, so this is for the universal message for the sign of Aries. Spirits, what do we need? The message or a universal message for the sign of Aries. Although I will be not clarifying these messages, but let's see what pops up for you. Okay, now we have the Strength card, the Hermit card, and also the Page of Pentacles. Yeah, and we can see the Three of Pentacles is here, which is all about construction. So I think you're building something. You're building, let's say, a belief system, or you're building yourself up, or you're building your work, your capital, whatever it is that you're building. And I think for some of you, it is definitely capital, because you've got these three cards: the Strength, the Hermit, and the Page of Pentacles. Okay. All right. So I think you guys need to really focus on your inner strength and really have some solitary time where you reflect and contemplate on what exactly you have gone through in life and where do you stand with all of this. Okay, and then make some action. And I think you are making action, but the action is slow. And I think the pace of the action just needs to be consistent and slow, which is, and take things slow as well. Don't rush into things. I think it's really necessary, especially if you've gone through some kind of a loss, okay, which I'm gravely sensing. So take care and don't overthink too much, okay? So that's all I have for you, Aries. Thank you so much for joining in. And if you like the reading, please do subscribe and also do comment. Thank you so much for lending your energies. Goodbye for now.